Hey guys, so recently, as some of you have seen on my Facebook page, I was cast in a YouTube video that Jubilee, which is like some YouTube channel, they have a gazillion followers and they post different videos about different scenarios. They had reached out to me because they had seen me from Naked and Afraid. And they knew that part of my story was being a past criminal and kind of changing my life around. So I went on this channel and it was ranking crimes. That's what the channel was about. So there were multiple different, there's like 7 or 8 of us, I don't know, we watched the video. There's several of us that have all been to prison, well, besides one. And we were ranking different crimes and kind of ranking them based on seriousness, and then it split up the group and was talking more about like how much time each person had done and if that's right. That was kind of the premise of the show. It was pretty cool. I was happy to be a part of it, and there's a lot of viewership on that channel, and it got me thinking. So over the people that know me today, they don't picture me as a criminal. They don't picture me as, the guy that I once was, or the kid that I once was, I should say. And so it made me think there's a lot of value that I think that I can provide to not only criminals, maybe to parents that have kids that are struggling, maybe to people that are just trying to figure it out. You don't have to be a criminal to maybe hopefully find some value in some of the stuff that I want to put out. But kind of the 2 topics that are interesting to me are, one, the criminal life and the stories that are behind that. Not to be glorified of, oh, cool, I was a great criminal. I wasn't that great at it. I got caught often, so it wasn't like I was great at doing crime. But I did lots of crime, and I think there's some exciting stories to be told. Also, most people that commit crimes and most people that have grown up in the state's custody and, proctor care, detention centers, going to wilderness, going to jail, going to rehab, going to prison, most of those people don't get a level of success later on. And that's where I think I can provide some value. At 19 years old, I went to prison. I got out when I was 23. And when I was I got out when I was 22. And when I was 33, I became a millionaire. And I want to document and provide some value to those that may have gotten out of prison and don't know where to go, may just be regular people and don't know what to do with career, lifestyle type of stuff. And there's a lot of valuable content online. There's people I follow on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, that typically have an angle, and the angle, they'll give you some value, and I'm appreciative of that. But there's usually a catch, and the catch is they're gonna sell you a course. Oh, for $4 gazillion or for $19.99, I'll DM me the word whatever, and I'll show you how to be rich overnight. That's not me. The desire to do this is to help. And the people that I think that need the help, they probably don't have a bunch of extra money laying around. And so I don't want your $19.99 to buy a course, whatever. I don't know how much they cost. It probably costs a lot. I want to help. There's some things that I have done that have a level of success in business that I think that I can provide some value. I got a lot of feedback on Instagram and Facebook stories yesterday, actually quite a bit more than I was expecting, so I appreciate that. But some of the topics that I think I can help with, I wrote them down. I'm old school. I still have a handy dandy pen. Some of the things that were on like the drug and criminal side were, what was your turning point? Story of sobriety, first crime, how did you get out of it? How did you get off paper? Stuff like that. Then on the financial side, I have friends and followers that are more business related or business savvy, and they're like, hey, how do you help on taxes? How do you mitigate tax problems? How do you, or even just like regular financial questions that most people don't know how to navigate if they don't have the education, such as, how do I buy a house? How do I clean up my credit? How do I, buy a rental property? How did you do this? How did you do that? So that's what I want to document, video, try to keep it somewhat concise. You'll also see that I don't have cool editing skills. I hope to maybe acquire them or hire someone to acquire them that already knows how to do it, because I don't want to learn, to be honest. But it's not going to be a fancy channel, more than likely. That's my guess. And it's not like I went on Fiverr.com. If anyone's not familiar with Fiverr, it's where you can ask freelancers to do stuff. So I went on Fiverr and, hey, can you make like an intro video for a YouTube channel that I'm going to start? Dude's working on it, and I thought, I'll wait till he sends me this cool intro so I can make a video that looks like it's real. And that's also, I thought, why am I fooling around waiting for a cool intro? It's not going to change anything. It'll look cool. Wow, that's awesome. My theory is take action, do it, and then figure it out as you do it. That's my theory. And that's been my theory in business. It's been my theory in life in general, in sobriety. You just start being sober, and eventually you start getting a little bit more sober, and you figure things out along the way. I think a lot of people get crippled by fear and perfectionism, and especially around business. They will, oh, I want to start a business, but I need this, I need this, I need this. I need to make sure it's the greatest thing ever. I need a website, I need marketing. I'm going to wrap my car and have the coolest logo. And my theory is nobody really cares about that stuff except for you. So just take action, do the stuff, and in doing, you're going to learn and you're going to improve, you're going to advance. And years down the road, you'll look back and go, oh, I remember when I sucked when I started out, but at least you started and you started doing it. The people that are crippled by fear, they look back 5 years ago and go, I wanted to start a business, but and they'll list off 15 reasons as to why it wasn't going to work. And they were all probably real reasons, but the dude that just does it seems to be figuring it out. Imagine that. So anyways, those are kind of the topics. That's the intro to what I'm going to be doing. So at some point I'll have a cool video editing thing maybe, and a thing that pops up and shows you cool stuff. And I'll say things like subscribe and link in my bio and whatever else. And there's, I don't know, whatever they do. But at some point I'll probably get better at that. But this is just an introduction, where I want to push the channel, where I want to help. And the desire to help is literally just to help you. So comment on things and tell me what you were hoping to see. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and you didn't see my story and you didn't message me on whatever, comment on here. Maybe that'll bump up the algorithm a little bit along the way and help. So I'm hoping that this can be pushed to people that truly need help. So anyways, message me what you think would be valuable. I'll start making some videos and posting them, hopefully somewhat regularly.